Hello everyone, just Tracy Newman here from the Navigator's Tarot, which you can find me on Instagram and Facebook, and yes, and you can also find me on Sleepy Wisdom on YouTube, and if you would like a personal reading, you can also find me at my website, which is sleepywisdom.com. So without further ado, let's go into the feminine energies for this week. See what those beautiful feminine energies are bringing this week. I tell you what, the sun is so lovely at the moment. It's just beautiful. All my roses are out. It's just the loveliest day. Although I walked in a headwind this morning, that wasn't great. But you know, the weather was beautiful. We have the Six of Swords, moving into calmer waters after a very rocky time, which a lot of the feminines I know have had. But we are moving into Judgment. The Hanged Man, the Sun, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups. There is newness coming in on an individual level for every single person out there as we move into these new gorgeous energies of love and of unconditional love. And it's like there's a new energy coming through that we're all beginning to feel. It's like the dawn of a new time, the dawn of a new era. And even though we are going to be moving into a new year very soon, watching the destruction of the old one in real time is pretty awesome, I have to say. And we are doing just that as these wars, the spiritual war against humanity continues. However, we of course are aware of how the darkness plays, the role it plays in our lives, and we are now beginning to remove it from our shadow selves and coming into light and love, which the feminine has really begun to master. Because as we come into these beautiful energies of love, unconditional love, and being at one with all that is, we are also beginning to find the truth of who the feminine really is, the truth of the high priestess, the shaman, the novitiate in her naivety as the young girl, as the young woman. You know, we're beginning to find all aspects of ourselves as the feminine energies move through our systems and then out into the patriarchal world that is now dying and falling away. We have these beautiful energies of the Sun, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Now, this is the Sun, this is the Ace of Wands, this is the Ace of Cups. Now, these are all new beginnings, and new beginnings in love and how we are beginning to see things. People are really beginning to awaken within themselves and going into their heart centers and finding that the truth of who they really are, and recognizing that the only way forward is through truth, love, and also faith. Having a great deal of faith in the universe, God, whatever, that may actually then trigger a response of joy, laughter, and freedom to be who we are in this new world structure as we begin to create it from those lovely energies of love, unconditional love. That is starting to really beam from a lot of us now. There is some time, I think, sometimes for the feminine to go into hermit mode as she really begins to find out who she really is. And also too, in the last few weeks, a lot of us have had to purge a lot of the darkness from any remaining darkness or fear from our physical vessels. And sometimes it can come in the form of panic attacks, it can come in the form of or anything that, you know, like any sort of purging that needs to occur. Of course, this always leaves room for newer energies to come through and more high vibrational energies as we move into these different lovely high octave frequencies. We have the Nine of Pentacles here. If you look at her there, she's very, very happy, sitting in her garden. She is able to manifest her own life on every level, financially, physically, esoterically, spiritually, on every level. Yeah, so she is, and also too able to do her research as she flicks through the old ancient books, the old ancient tomes, you know, of I'm getting Alexandria now. Wouldn't that be a wonderful lot of information that just disappeared, you know, overnight? But you know, as the feminine steps into the high priestess mode, she, of course, is always one that is looking to further her knowledge about the world that she lives in and about the ancient world, but also too about the new world that she wishes to create. We also have the Nine of Wands, which, you know, Four of Cups. So the feminine and the Ten of Swords, the feminine has really felt the burden of pretty much having to be the one to lead the way through these dark energies, you know, for a millennia. She's really had to go within, find out who she is, the strength of who she is, and the truth of who she is. And it is not anything or pertaining to the material matrix world of the patriarchy. She recognizes that those energies of the patriarchal system have kept her back and kept her in a place and actually stopped her from remembering who she really was and who she really is. But now she's beginning to access the holy books, and she's managing to do that through her own cells and, of course, through her heart center, as she remembers the Empress and the High Priestess and the Novitiate are all a part of herself. And she never was a part of that material matrix, patriarchal world. She just forgot who she was for a minute. The Knight of Wands. So there's movement coming in. She moves very quickly, but strikes very quickly with the sword of truth, and also accesses her higher self at any given moment. There's so much that the feminine energies are really beginning to hone into now. Really starting to see the strength of who she really is in regards to this matrix world that she's leaving behind. She's unshackled her own chains that have bound her, and she is escaping on her own and doing very well with the Queen of Swords. If you look at the Queen of Swords there, her sword is down now. Still, never cross the Queen of Swords. She'll cut you to threads within a minute. So that is all we really have for the Divine Feminine. Wow, really getting a sense of who she is. Becoming extremely independent in everything, in every way, on a financial level, physical level, emotional level, spiritual level. She knows who she is and takes no prisoners. Oh, the Divine Feminine. How amazing is she? Okay, so if you haven't already, just hit like and subscribe because it helps the algorithms and the channel. And I shall see you next week. Have a great Christmas, everybody.